I'll be honest, I don't really know where I'm going with this video. I hit record and just wanted to talk about life and how I feel it's changed so much. I've been working a 9 to 5 for as long as I can remember. It seems as soon as I graduated high school, I went straight into the workforce. Um, but it just seems like there's no. I don't feel an essence to life anymore. Like I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed by any means. Like life is pretty good, but it's like I is this the pain of growing up? Like, is this why all the grown-ups were like, make sure you cherish your childhood because it's not going to be the same? Were they right? Were they right about how growing up sucks and this is this, that, and the other? Like, were they right? And I'm 26 now, and it seems like they're right. Because it's like I remember all the people that I've lost along the way. I remember all of my old friends from of course elementary school, junior high, and high school that we used to hang out all the time. We'd get out of school and just go. We just go. We had no agenda. We didn't overanalyze life. We didn't like conversations you and I would have. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't leave the conversation thinking back on the conversation. I would just have the conversation and just go have another one. I I remember getting home from school and just hop on an Xbox. Or I'd get off of school, I'd play sports, and then I'd get home, eat food, and play Xbox. And I didn't have a care in the world. I had no agenda. I wouldn't say I would go back in time to experience those feelings again. I don't think I'd want to do that. But I wish I could have the mindset I had growing up, where I didn't overthink, I didn't overanalyze, I didn't have anxiety, I didn't worry about money so much, I didn't worry about X, Y, and Z. I didn't have all of these responsibilities. I didn't. I wish I could go back to when times were simpler. Not even go back. I wish it was just simpler. In the grand scheme of things, life is good. Life is good, but there's no there's no color. There's no essence. There's no juice to it anymore. I remember when I'd get out of high school with my friends, and we'd all walk home when it was snowing outside because we wanted to, and we'd play horse with snowballs. If you hit a tree, they have to hit a tree. I remember during springtime, we'd run around the city and jump off curbs and try to do parkour. I remember we'd sneak into movie theaters. I remember we'd do all these things, and I think about all those people, and they're all gone. And I think I'm so in love with that time period. I'm so in love with like the 2010s, like early 2000s, 2010s, is because that's when like social media was barely a thing, and social media, all this TikTok and reels and crap wasn't there. It was just you, your buddies, and you just go have fun. Like, I feel like I try and replicate that so much now in my personal life. Like, I remember, well, I still do this. I when I'm out on a walk with my lady and my dogs, it's like I just stop for a second and breathe. And it's like I do everything I can to try and bring back those feelings when it's like they're gone. And it's so hard to bring. Yeah, I don't even think you can bring those feelings back to a point. You have to find new things that can fill that void in a sense to get those feelings back. And because times were so different. I didn't have a job to uphold. I didn't have responsibilities. I didn't have a girlfriend to keep a relationship with. I had my time went to video games, sports, time with my friends, and I didn't care about anything else. I didn't have that responsibility. I didn't have that job to that needed to fund my personal life. I had my personal life that funded my fun. And it's crazy that just to even think that it's really all gone. And I'm not trying to say any of this because I'm not even trying to reminisce. Like I'm just talking, I think, is that I'm not sad, and I'm not depressed, and I'm not, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I'm not like wish I could go back. Like, I don't wish I could go back in time and go relive those things per se. Like, I don't think I want that. I think I wish I could have the mindset of that I had back then, of just enjoying life, being present at all times, not over analyzing every situation that comes my way. Like, having conversation with other adults now, it feels like I have a conversation, me and you, and then you leave and I leave, and it's like I'm continuing to analyze that conversation that happened. When back in the day with my buddies, it's be like, we just have a fun conversation, and then when you leave that conversation stays, but your body actually left. You disconnected from the conversation. It's like, I wish I had that mindset from what I had growing up, because I don't anymore. Now I have more responsibilities. I have more stuff to think about, more stuff to analyze. And it's just insane, that everything compared to your childhood, my childhood, is so dull. The colors aren't as bright. The sounds aren't as crisp. The wind doesn't whisper as much. The sounds the music doesn't hit like it used to. Those feelings growing up of the fun and, I had no responsibilities. It's like I've tried so hard to recreate it. I've tried so hard to make an artificial version of it, and I can't do it. I can't. Nothing hits, and I think that's the pain of growing up. I think they were right. I think my parents were right. Friends' parents were right. Adults that I talked to, I think they were all right. Like, nothing. I think everybody at this point, at a point in time, has tried to recreate the feelings from their childhood, their teens, right? I feel like everybody tried to recreate that fun, and you can't replicate it. Going to the fair with friends, going to the pool with all your buddies, staying up late, playing video games, like when you have no care in the world, or don't even care what's going to happen the next day. You don't have a care in the world, you don't know, and you don't care to know. I feel like we've all tried to recreate that at some point, and to think that it's out of reach, or it's not out of reach, but it's a completely different thing that we haven't discovered yet. It's just, it sucks, especially when you want nothing more than to feel that I don't even know how to explain it, like, because it's not fun. It's that essence, that sustenance of life, just to feel it one more time. And just to think that it's just not there right now is hard. Like I said, everything just feels so different, and it makes me feel old. It feels like I'm reminiscing, but I'm 26. There's so much life to live, but what I wouldn't give to run around the towns with my buddies one more time, just to experience it. Not a care in the world. And I think that's the end of the video. Like I said, I just hit record to record. I had no inclination of where this was going to go. That I was just recording to record. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear some stories. I'd love to hear some stuff about your childhood and your teens that you used to go do with your friends. And please let me know. I'd like to hear some stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next one.